Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got the 2025 X7 xDrive40i, the G07 chassis. Now this is the LCI version, and not much has changed. I think the only thing that's really different is the driving assistance professional package now gets you the highway assistant with the active lane change. So basically you have to have your BMW ID logged in, nav active, of course driving assistance on. Then you can simply look at the mirror and initiate a lane change. So this one in particular is in sparkling copper metallic, which is a new-ish color. So it's on the X7. I believe it's also on the 7 series. But to me it reminds me of Bernina gray amber effect. So that same thing going on here. So like a medium darkish gray with, in this case, lots of copper flaking. So begin up front with our split headlight design, our daytime running lights, and the grille. We got the parking assistance package. You can see the camera right there in the middle of the grille. Down below, you get that sensor no matter what you order on the car. So this one does have Driving Assistance Pro, so even if you didn't have it on the car, you're getting that sensor. If you don't have it, that option, the sensor does not work. It's not plugged into anything. And there's that 3/4 view, and luckily it's sunny enough out here so we'll get some of that paint effect. Over on the side, we got style 752 wheels. They are 21-inch wheels in black. No M Sport calipers. You can see the caliper is basically a gray silver look. Take a step back, take that side profile of the very large X7. That chrome hockey stick. So moving to the back, X7 xDrive40i badging in chrome. We have a dual exhaust setup, and our diffuser is maybe like brushed aluminum. So we'll note the ride height is in the lowest setting for easy ingress and egress. I think it looks pretty good with it essentially slammed on the airbags there. Not quite to that stance nation. Let's go ahead and make our way inside, go over pricing and options on this moderately well-equipped X7, which is for store inventory. All right, to open it, we have the black SensaFin. So black over here on the door card, and it feels like SensaFin up at the top of the door card. The seats are pretty comfortable. They are quilted and perforated, so a pretty good look. And of course, it's multi-contour seat, which means everything's powered, including the powered crumb catcher now, and upper backrest adjustment, side bolster adjustment, lumbar support. But looks pretty good. Then BD badging here on the door sill, and more of that sparkling copper metallic paint. All right, so in front of me, your standard steering wheel. And no heated steering wheel button anymore. That's in the iDrive. Then over on the left-hand side, you got rudimentary buttons for the cruise control and driver assistance. Shift pedals. And in front of me, iDrive 8.5 live cockpit. Then you got your heads-up display, which is standard on the X7. The rest of the curved display and iDrive 8.5. All right, so the trim here is a fine line brown wood trim. Yeah, it looks pretty decent. You got your light-up X7 badging here. Your vent controls, which are basically, now I've heard someone describe this as nipples, and I think it's probably pretty appropriate. Center console area, so cover here for your wireless charging tray and cup holders, and USB-A charging port there. You got your drive selector nub, iDrive controller start-stop button, and controls for the air suspension. All right, so starting price of the 2025 X7 xDrive40 is $83,500. Paint and SensaFin are included. Driving Assistance Pro package for another $2,500. Parking Assistance package for $900. Premium package for $1,850. Then we've got another $1,600 for the Climate Comfort package. Everything else included, and we've added the black all-weather floor mats, floating hubcaps, first aid kit. So all told, MSRP of this particular example, just a little bit over $92,000. All right, we're gonna hop in the back seat real quick. All right, so opening up, we have the second row of our bench seats. Of course, you can option the captain's chairs for the second row, but you lose the ability to fold down the second row for even more room. Right now we're going to hop into the back seat. Wait for this thing to move out of the way. Alright, so here's a view of the rest of the car from the third row. And then you got a 5th zone climate control for your ultra rear passengers. Now, I would say knee room, leg room, not great in the back seat. These seats can move forward as well. And then headroom, not too bad. But that's what you'd expect from a third row in a giant SUV. But as I said, these bench seats can move forward a little bit, allowing a little bit of extra leg room for your rear passengers. All right, so we're going to get out and take a look at the trunk. So wait for this process to complete. That panoramic moonroof is open, at least the shade is open. All right, move to the back here. We can utilize our kick to open feature. So if you get the trailer hitch, which is an option, you will not get kick to open in the US market vehicles. Now, cargo area with the third row up, basically really tiny. There is a little bit of extra storage space down below. And of course, you do have controls over here on the left-hand side to do max passengers or max luggage, and then folding and moving the seats by themselves. And these are kick to close. We'll make our way to the front and then pop the hood. Alright, so underneath the hood is the B58 inline-6 3-liter turbo engine, 381 horsepower and 398 torques. So a bit of an improvement over the pre-LCI version. It's also a mild hybrid setup now. But that's it for a quick tour around the latest X7, and we'll see you at the next video.